Is it on? It's on.
Hello.
Hello.
Long time no see.
It's been a little while. I'm. Who am I? Is this one? Yeah, this is mine. Look. See, I'm Chris.
Hello, Chris. Yes,
Hello,
I'm
Chris.
and I'm she.
And she's hiding behind the camera again.
Yep. It's part of the act. Anyway, for today's segment, we're talking about it's an old game called Hoe House. It's a tribute, a
Hommage.
a homage to an old game called
Hoe House.
Exactly, but a different kind of hoe, not of the gardening variety.
This is a gardening simulator, not to be confused with anything else. It's completely 100% gardening
Pretty much
related.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's a browser game.
Yeah, it's a energy-based browser type thing, kind of the sort of BBS door type thing you would have found a very, very long time ago, updated for the web.
Pretty much, yeah. To get to Hoe House, you type that into your address bar.
Yes, this bit up here, hoe.alpha.com, spelt in very strange ways. So hoe.4lfa.com, and that gets you to this site here, which is running. It's actually running our own server technically.
How is GameCake involved?
It's actually running the same code that runs GameCake. It's GameCake baked into Nginx. The sort of the current replacement for Apache is Nginx.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to pronounce it Nginx.
Nginx, yeah.
So it's a Lua server running inside Nginx, and then that's running our code and stuff for displaying web pages and stuff. So we have our own, what do you call these things? Web frameworks?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Frameworks? I don't know, it's just shit what throws out stuff which browser displays. I'm just not a technical person, right? Just wrote it, yeah? But it's like stuff comes out, it goes browser, screen. So it's from server to browser. Using OpenResty, I think is the Lua thing that runs inside Nginx. And this is our stuff on top of OpenResty, on top of Nginx. It was originally written to run on App Engine. Google's App Engine, but we sort of decided that we weren't getting... the performance was questionable.
Shit is the word I would use.
For small deployments. It seemed to have a very high wind-up time. Whenever instances started up, things ran slow. So if you had millions of people accessing it all the time, I'm sure the slowdowns just disappear and become inconsequential. But if all you have is like a few hundred people trying to play a little game, then the startup times of the servers just becomes astronomical, and you just end up going to a page and you end up waiting 10 seconds or so for a server to start up and then display the page, and that's just not good. So it's running the same code. It actually runs on App Engine or on our own server. Magically.
Fascinating stuff.
Yes, because App Engine doesn't run Lua code anyway, so I had to write a Lua WAS name. So it's complicated web stuff. It's really dull.
Yeah.
It's really dull.
Anyways, it's a game that we made to just test out what you've made.
Yeah,
to see if it ran on App Store.
Kind of a test bed. I just thought it'd be nice to make a little game to give me something to play around with the web server, check stuff like logging in.
Pretty much, yeah.
Displaying HTML.
It was also mostly stress testing our content management system.
And stress testing what do we call that?
Bootstrap.
Bootstrap, yeah. Which is, again, where it's our code. It's kind of like a wiki type thing.
Yeah. But
it's designed not to be edited by other people, so it's like a sort of personal wiki. So you edit the website online.
It's a lot more flexible and powerful than a wiki.
It's kind of the same thing. I tried to keep it fairly simple, although it obviously gets hideously complicated. But we've got this. We've got our we're putting out a comic on it now as well, which is the main alpha site. So we've got our own web server running our own little comic thing.
Right. Anyway, this is...
And other stuff. I don't know, we do too much shit, really.
All kinds of shit. So anyway, this is Hoe House, and so far as you can see, that's what you are confronted with when you go to the page. And there is one round currently, round 22 with 4 players. It's only started yesterday.
It started a few hours.
Oh, well, not today. Yesterday. Yeah, it started today technically. So that's why there's only 4 players.
And each game runs for I think you see here about 13, 14 days.
Yeah.
So it's a brief sort of sprint game. People join up, they fight with each other to get to be in front or not if they choose not to, and the winners get some crowns inside our virtual world. So they get there's a small incentive for people to play, and it's just it's just a little bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun, yeah. So anyways, we will show you how to play this game, and if you're interested, you can play along with the community.
You can play with the community, and they will hate you.
They will hate you. Yes. Well,
step 1. Okay, first we're going to log in. I'm afraid most of my login stuff has been broken recently, so you're only going to be able to log in with a Wetgenes account. It used to be a Google account with Facebook, but had some problems when I switched away from App Engine with HTTPS secure OpenID. Yeah, OpenID login. There's some problems at the moment with SSL connections on the server side. It's nothing really, but it just needs to be sorted out. So until then, you can just log in with a Wetgenes account. Wetgenes account is just to sign up in the forum, email address, and please may I have an account. As you can see, this is very easy to log in, because once you're logged into the forum, then the servers talk to each other and they go, "Who are you?" And you go, "I'm you," and then you go, "Confirm." And there you go, I'm logged in. That's how we log in around here on websites. I understand other people do it differently. I don't quite understand why, but
Yes, so join the round 22. Let the games begin.
So yeah, this is round 22. That we did actually run like a few different ones at a time. We were running like speed rounds, so like the entire thing was over in like an hour, and that was incredibly tense.
That's very crazy.
It was really, it's really hard to play, and really sort of
became a different game.
Yeah, it's a completely different game. It's a real sprint, heart pounding, trying to build up money whilst other people are stealing it from you, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But we're
different strategies.
The 2 week sort of game feels about right. So you get 2 games in a month.
It feels nice, and something to do.
It's just a little thing to do every day. You log in, you get your energy, you go blah blah blah, maybe attack a few people. It's fun.
So anyways, show them the whole page first.
The whole page, okay.
The basic menu?
The basic menu, as you can see, there's a few different things. What's actually happened here is we've kind of disabled some bits over time as people have been playing. So the trade got turned off.
That's very sad, eh?
Which was... Yeah, so I quite like to put the trade back in, but it's really hard to stop people just from creating like lots of multiple accounts and trading back and forth between themselves. We had some stuff in place to try and stop that, but it sort of requires vigilance from everybody else who's playing, and they just get annoyed. They just go, "Hey, he's cheating, he's got 100 accounts." Which is technically cheating, but we don't want to stop people from having 100 accounts, because that's really just hard to enforce. So we'd rather it was just less easy to turn 100 accounts into an assured victory, which is what we're trying to do with the trading system. But the trade it's hard to let people freely trade in any game when they can just trade with themselves. So in the end we turned it off, which is sad.
It's sad, but the main point was that people with multi-accounts, people who were multi-accounting, had to do 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the amount of work.
Yeah, it's still a lot of work to multi-account, but the problem is that people complain about the person putting in the amount of work. So in the end, we just decided to just turn it off.
Nobody likes a nerd.
Nobody likes a nerd. And the bookie is again something that we were going to put in, but we never got around to it. So we've got some disabled bits.
Pretty much.
Because I guess we're kind of still working on it, although we sort of stopped because it felt like it was at a point where we could leave it for a while. Anyway, it'd be nice to go back to it, but it just doesn't make any actual sense
to work on this anymore.
No, it doesn't make any sense to work on this anymore. But anyway, I'm going to join the game.
Good.
It's not too difficult, right? So as you can see, I've got quite a bit of energy over here. That's my energy, and it uses like magical JavaScript, so you can see it counting up very, very slowly. Very slowly.
That's your navigation there. Little menu on top.
816. These bits at the top, they pretty much are the same buttons as these. So these are all just like different pages. The main one you're going to have to go to is the work page. And the work page is where you work your hose.
That's where you work them.
It's where you work your hose. You work your hose, you know, you do a bit of farming, right? And you get money out of it. I mean, it's really simple. You just got to work those hoes.
Well, go on then.
Well, we don't know. If you care to look, right. We have no hose. So the first thing you need to do is attract hose. And the best way to attract hose is to set the payout to 100%. So all the money that's made, it goes straight to the hose. So hose will come and join you.
Oh yeah, that's the greatest profit.
So what's your rent? 20 energy or 50 energy?
50.
50.
Just go for 50.
Go for 50. Okay, so that's using up 50 energy.
So as you can see, your host worked hard and farmed a total of $434,258, giving you $0 of the payout.
Because we gave it all to them. We're friendly, you know. We're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of that, 39 hoes.
Because of that, we've gained 39 hoes.
And 32 bros.
And we've also got some bros. You know, you need your bros to keep your hoes in... What are you
in
laughing
check.
at? Yeah. You need your bros to keep your hoes in check. You they need looking after. You know, they're hoes. The hoes don't do anything by themselves. They're just a stick with a bit of metal at the end. It's not...
It's the bros that do the work.
It's the bros that do the work.
You know, just hanging around.
The hoes are just a tool.
All they do is hang around, the bros. But that's a lot of work, and someone's got to do it.
It's true.
Anyways.
Farming simulator.
And so... we go to more hose. Get more hose!
Right,
There's not enough
have you forgotten how to play this?
Yes.
You've forgotten? Okay, so now I've got a few hose.
Get some cash.
I'm going to turn them into cash, so I'm going to go back... Well, I'm still
there.
here. So we go back to this, and I've knocked the payout down to about 50%. Yeah. So we'll still sort of gain some... I'm just doing it for 10, 50% payout. Let's
zero. Just go for zero here.
So all the money. That's mine.
I always go all or nothing.
All or nothing. So the point is we want to generate a bit of income now. So there we go. We've got 129 books.
However, you also...
$129,000, but 6 hoes left.
Yeah,
you know,
because...
they didn't like not being paid. No brand loyalty at all.
Surprisingly, none of your bros left.
Did the bros leave? I don't think the bros leave at all.
Bros sort of...
No,
bros for life. You know the term bros for life?
They're there till they die.
Yeah,
the only way to get rid of them is to have them killed.
Which is technically true in this game.
Which is a possibility.
Anyways.
Okay, so we've got some money. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over to the shop. Now
the shop, here it is.
The shop.
Scroll down. Oh! There he is. I mean, she... I sense a soul in search of hoes.
It's true. I've got enough money to buy 2 houses.
Great.
Obviously, your hoes need to live somewhere. You start off with 1 house.
No, these aren't pre-owned. Buy now for a grand total of only $100,000.
Correct. So I'm going to get me 2 houses, and you know, the more houses you have, the happier your hoes are.
Pretty much.
Because
yeah.
they've got space to live. And, you know, do their hoeing in the houses. What are you laughing? It's a farming simulator.
It is.
What's funny?
Nothing.
What's funny about a farming?
Hoes need houses.
Why are you laughing?
Anyways, what's next?
Well, okay, so we've increased the number of houses. I think you can see it up here. That's the houses. So it's up to 3 instead of 2. So this is slightly better now, housing arrangements. So we can work the hose a bit more and try and pull some more in. So what you're trying to do is you build up the hose. The more hose you have, the more money you have. The more hose you have, the more houses you need to house them. You know, and it just goes on like that.
It keeps going on, and then obviously there are other things that you need to get, like sticks, manure, and gloves.
Right, give me I'm gonna get me some more hoes there. 49 hoes, yeah. 16.
49 is a good number.
You know, some more.
Keep going.
I've got plenty of energy, so I can build up quite a bit of energy here. There we go. That's 83 hoes. And then I think I might buy some more houses again. So the best thing to do is to try and increase your number of houses, because that lets you build in more hoes, and it means that if you work them hard as well, they're less likely to leave.
Yeah.
So they're just generally happier hoes when you give them lots of houses. They enjoy it. They enjoy the big houses, don't they?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're free range. So back to the shop. I'm going to get me another 2 houses. So if you notice, the price of each house, the more houses you own, the more the next house costs. So there's some very simple limiters built into the game to stop you from having 1 million houses quite so easily. Because every house, the next one costs another 50,000, next one costs another 50,000. So before long, you're spending $1 million per house.
Pretty much.
So that sort of keeps you in check.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to buy me another 2 houses. There's some other things here. You can buy bros. Bros are used for attacking and defending. Gloves are used to keep your hose happier, actually, but they make less money. They give the hose protection, but they just don't generate the income for some reason. I don't know what that is. I think they just prefer to work harder without the gloves. Is that it?
Yes.
What are you laughing at?
Absolutely nothing.
What's funny?
And the sticks.
Are sticks funny as well? I mean,
sticks are really important.
Sticks are what your bros use to fight.
Yes, fight each other.
If you're planning on doing a bit of fighting with the other players, you need plenty of bros and plenty of sticks.
Yeah.
And that will let you. Manure is used for partying. Partying is to attract hoes from other players. If you feel that somebody else has got a lot of hoes but they're not really looking after them, you can throw a really big party and some of their hoes will come and join you. They like the manure and the houses.
That's some good shit.
That is good shit. Farming game.
So let's go to the list and see what other people.
My houses yet.
All right.
There we go.
So buy more houses. Okay. You got a nice number there. 71 hoes, 5 houses, and 68 bros. It's not enough bros to protect the hoes, I don't think.
No, it isn't. But let's just go look.
It's like 3 hoes. It's just.
If you look at this, you'll see nobody else has actually started playing yet because they're smarter than we are. I did want to go steal their shit.
Well, that's sad, isn't it? You can't steal anyone's shit right now because
they're smarter than us, and they know that if you run ahead, then what happens is the people behind attack you. So they'll be waiting until their energy is up to full, which will be sometime tomorrow, and then they're going to sprint ahead and probably try and steal all my hoes that I've just acquired here, unless I get me some bros. This gives you some chances to attack. Again, there doesn't seem to be much point in attacking because these people, they have nothing to steal, which is sad. I wanted to attack. You told me they were playing.
They are there.
Yeah, but you didn't look, did you?
I looked, but not hard enough, apparently.
I told you to check if they were...
Anyways.
Okay, so we can't really show you the attacking, but basically, you attack...
But click on the attack page at least.
Click on the... what's the attack page? It's not the attack page, right.
Yeah.
So this is the fight page. It's where you can choose to rob. See, it takes energy, and there's a chance of your bros getting killed in the robbery. So it's basically a fight. So if other people... they're kind of in balance. If you feel they have more money than bros, then you can use your bros to take away their money. If you feel they have more hoes than manure and houses, then you can use your houses and manure to throw a big party and take away their hoes. So it's kind of limited by the other people. So if you don't build up enough defences, then other people will take away whatever you own. That's kind of how it works. So you're building, and it's a fairly simple. You put your money into the generators. The generators generates more money, and It's that sort of strategic activity of mostly just clicking build, 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 build. But if you don't keep it balanced, it's a risk. You know, if you don't keep it balanced, you can make more money, but you also run the risk of other people stealing from you. So
that's what happened before when I was playing it, like a, shall I use the word, dumb user?
Yeah.
You know, so I'll just build and build and build and generate lots of cash, but I didn't do anything else apart from that, and people were just stealing from me.
It's very easy to run ahead and be the winner, but the other people that are staying back and building up their defences, they'll just take the money away from you, and then they'll sprint ahead at the end, because it's who's on top right at the end of the 14 days that counts. So you kind of build up, and then you just have this last sprint at the end, and a bit of a fight for first place.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much of a short-term game
versus short-term game, a little bit of
long-term game. But
strategy, maybe.
You can always be a troll, like I was a troll. I just came in and took a lot of money, and then went, woo, look at me, I've got lots of money, and was hoping for people to steal from me, and they did, so that was good.
Even though they have no money, I'm going to steal it.
Yeah, I was going to tell you to
just to do it. Yeah. So what you get is when you rob someone, you get to send them a little message as well, and that message only shows up if you win. So if you fail, you don't send them the insulting message or whatever it is that you've decided to say. So you get to send a little message, a little present along with your wobbery. See, there we go, I attacked. I won nothing because they don't have anything, but I did get to shout boop, boop, boop.
That's a very important thing to say when you steal nothing from somebody.
When you steal nothing from somebody, you gotta freak.
Boop, 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 boop. There you go, well done.
Yeah, they're not gonna mess with me anymore.
No, not with that triple boop.
No, not with a triple boop. And yeah, is that kind of, so we have, activities, so you can see the only activity is me trying to steal from someone, and successfully, but they didn't have any money, so it's a zero success.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy with my zero success. I'm going to go buy some more stuff. So yeah, get me some more bros. Do I have any money?
Yeah. Is that enough? No, you need to get $1 million.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do the basic sort of working. Buying houses, gaining hoes, getting me some cash.
A bit more.
Enough. Well, they're $250 each. Yeah, so 2 houses. And again, 100%. Usually 100%. It just feels nicer, so I have to really work them hard or just give them all the money.
Pretty much. It just makes more sense to put it all in and then take it all out.
Yeah, I mean, you can set it to anything in between, but I don't.
No, then the loyal ones will stay, and the ones that don't deserve to be with you leave. Exactly.
So I'm just trying to get enough to get me in a bunch of bros.
That's just enough.
That's not the shop. That's the shop.
That's the profile.
That's the profile.
Might as well just say the shop is the greenhouse.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
That's a shop.
That's the shop. Okay, so anyway, 1,000 bros, please. 1,100,000, blah blah blah. Yeah, I've got the money for that.
Congratulations. And now you have 1,114 bros.
I've now got a quantity of bros, but obviously they've increased in price because I now own more of them. So you start off, it's really fast, but it slows you down because it just costs more and more bucks. So your score is mostly made up of your bucks. It's also made up of everything else you own, but mostly it's made up of your bucks. But your bucks is very hard to keep hold of because people will steal it from you.
Yes.
So there's lots of sort of balancing stuff going on in the game, and it's a daily game. You turn up, you do a bit of working, maybe a bit of fighting if you see someone.
You need to buy more sticks so that your bros can protect your bucks.
Yeah, I should probably have some more sticks. Yeah. 10,000.
One more. There you go.
Yeah. So I got some sticks now. So your bros like to wave the sticks around. That's what they do, isn't it?
That's what they do. Yeah. Alright, you can click on the profile page, which is
profile page. This is your profile page. Yes.
And here you can change your name, and you can give I boop 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 all day. I boop de boop.
I boop, boop, boop. So you there's a sort of like, it's kind of like updating your status on Twitter, this stuff actually, isn't it? Yeah. So you have sort of a shout associated with your account, so you can sort of communicate back and forth with whoever else is playing. Fairly simple.
Yeah, that's the idea. You know, you can say you're a stinky poo for stealing all my money.
Yeah, so there's some sort of, well, mostly swearing at each other that goes on during the course of the game. I'm going to change my name to Mr. Boop.
Well done.
That costs 1 energy, but you know, it's more fun.
You didn't put a shot in.
I did, but you can only do one of these. So. Mr. Boop, and I boop boop boop. I'm just going to change my shout. There we go. So now I've got more of a sort of full profile. Obviously, you can see what other people's going on. You can see the activity of a person, so you can sort of, you know, stalk people, see what sort of time they turn up to do stuff, and then try and jump in and steal their shit.
That's what the game's about.
The game is about stealing their shit.
And if you go to the list, you can see where you are. And
the list. There we go. So that's me, Mr. Boop. I've got +5. These are the crowns that we get in our virtual world. So whoever's winning gets a +5 crown, and everybody else gets less than that, depending upon whereabouts they are.
We'll talk about the crown system and the
We
virtual
have a
world.
really complicated virtual world that I've forgotten most of
video.
what happens about everything, but
Yeah.
it's complicated. But people just sort of hang around there and chat.
It's
and
not
watch
complicated,
telly.
it's just...
It's really complicated.
It's just
We've been
lots
building
of
it up
layers.
for years.
I know.
And most of the stuff I can't remember doing.
Me neither.
But yeah, so and this is one of the things. This is linked into our virtual world, so the kids play this a bit if they want to, and they get a little bit of crowns out of it, which gives them extra levels in our virtual world.
Yeah. So
And it's a little web game, and anyone can join in if they want to.
if they want to, pretty much.
If they want to, not forcing you or anything. If you just want to do a bit of farming, you know, you can turn up, maybe farm some hoes.
Yeah.
Have a few fights, bit of a barn dance, burn down someone else's houses. They
Very
love that
nice.
when you burn their houses down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to scroll down to the other rounds. Go to the front page to the other rounds.
Where do I get to the front page?
There you
Front
go.
page? Okay, yeah. So this is the bit of a blog and all that
There
shit.
you go. So all the other
previous
rounds.
rounds and how
go
they
to
turned up.
round 21.
Round 21. Yeah. What happened here is the kids they formed some sort of truce, and they all decided to get +5 crowns by scoring exactly the same amount. Now, any one of them could have broken that truce and got the +5 and taken it away from everybody else, but they decided, you know.
I'm very impressed, by the
I'm
way.
impressed. This level of cooperation is
Very impressed.
very impressive.
The amount of discipline.
I mean, this is something we planned, obviously. It's an option. If you can just get everybody else on board, everybody playing the game, and
Everybody
everyone
wins.
agrees to just share in the victory, then everyone wins. Unless, of course, somebody comes in and makes more money than anybody else and steals it all and stuff. Sometimes we do that.
Sometimes I do that when it's just too balanced and too safe, you know? We just come in and say, ha. Yeah.
So anyway, this is a little web game, and it's a little test of our little web framework, which runs on our own server, on our own. Everything you see here is made by us. Technically, this is actually running the same engine as Game Cake stuff that we're showing previously. The Lua backend it shares the code.
Yep.
You know, when I think about it, we're kind of
Crazy. Really?
Yeah, also we've been talking for almost half an hour.
Oh my god. Okay, so, well, it is a rather complicated game.
It is. I don't think we showed everything, but yeah, you get a sort of basic idea, and it's a little web game. And it's open source, and
It is.
you can check it out on our Bitbucket, same place as anything else. It's built into, what do we call it again? What's that web thing?
Bootstrap?
Bootstrap, yeah. It's built into Anlua, A-N-L-U-A, which is what we're calling the framework. It's an example chunk of code that's built into our Bitbucket with the Lua stuff, and that builds into Nginx, and then this shit just runs on top of it. And there's blogging, there's a wiki. Do we still have the help in here?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is just a little wiki that sort of takes you through the how-tos of the little game, and you get the comments, and people swear at you. Obviously, are they swearing at us?
Yeah.
They usually swear at us.
Just go to one of the Kohaku's FAQ reviews.
FAQ? That one.
This is one of our users who made an FAQ for how to play the game, so
yeah,
lots of things here for you. See, he even has scripts that you can install.
Yeah, to help you work out who to attack, stuff like that.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's great.
All the insider information, but you could also get by reading the source code because it's open source.
It's a lot of commitment to do that, so...
Yeah, this is just trying to read the source. Nobody's smart enough.
Why are you whispering? Anyway, so...
source. No, wait, it's not secret, it's open source, that's the one, yeah. It's open source, but nobody cares.
It's HP source.
HP source.
Right.
Lots of little complicated webby type games. Obviously, it's just a Facebook game. Is it just a Facebook game?
Yeah, one of the users actually called it a Facebook game. Which I wish it was, because then probably it would have made some money. But
Yeah, and then you'd have to pay to play, and that would be great, wouldn't it?
get more energy or some shit like that.
But no, it's not a Facebook
But
game.
no, it's not. Didn't think of doing
Predates Facebook. Actually, I'm going to take you to the original. Where are we?
You can go to the front page. There's a tribute there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is there a link on
Just
the
go
front
to the
page?
bottom, all the way down.
In this page?
No,
This
go to
page.
the main page. You see that it's a tribute to
Whorehouse. Yeah, okay, so this is the game that I remember playing a very long time ago. Some guy running it on their home machine in 1999.
It is still running today.
And it's still running today. They're up to around 85. So if you want to try a non-farming simulator game, then you can go to the other Hoe House.
The link is there on the page.
The link is at the bottom. And we're just taking the piss.
Yay!
I think that's enough. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Remember, this is where am I? Who am I? I'm a Chris, and this is the Wetgenes, and this is stuff what we have made.
Okay, see you!
And that's she. She doesn't want to be in front of the camera.
Bye!
Also, before we say goodbye, we're going to say that the reason we haven't done lots of videos recently is because the kitty's been ill. And it's been very distracting for us.
We have a very sick cat.
Very sick kitty. He's asleep in the other room at the moment.
Yeah, and neither of us have been sane enough to do anything, actually.
So everything's sort of been slipping behind, but we're going to try and do some more of these videos, and this is the Hoe House video, which is our longest video so far, and we could probably keep talking if we wanted to.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So anyway, don't wave the cat, because you're not holding the cat, because he's ill and asleep.
Instead, I'm gonna give you some product placement. Tough beer! Woo!
You're not in the camera.
Right, there you go. Tough beer! Okay.
Okay.
Bye!
See you next time.
Oh dear.